Hi all, I am Sonia and welcome to our presentation on Agile methodology for software development. So today we all are here to guide you through the intricacies of this dynamic and collaborative approach to the software development. So let's meet our team member first. So in total we have taken up the role of 3 team members. So firstly we have Scrum Master and Shanvir will be taking that up. And secondly we have developer that Devash will be taking that up, and the third role is the role of a tech lead that I will be taking that up. So before we start, let me just give you a brief intro. Like, Agile is not just a set of rules, it's basically a mindset, and it's all about embracing the change, welcoming uncertainty, and fostering a culture of continuous improvement. So throughout this presentation we will have a look on like a small comparison with one of existing approach, which is waterfall. Secondly, we'll have a look on manifesto, what exactly do we have, and how can we implement this approach. After that we'll have a look on principles that we have in Agile methodology, and in addition to that we'll also have a look on one of the famous framework, which I would say, which is Scrum. And lastly we'll have a look on benefits of Agile methodology as well. So let's start with our comparison first. So in this slide, in upcoming slide, like we'll compare it with waterfall approach firstly. Alright, so let's start with the basics first. So in the traditional waterfall approach, the development process is linear. So which means you have to finish each and every stage before you move on to the next one. So it's like you are building a home where you will lay the foundation, you will build the walls and so on. And once the process is completed, then you will move into a new house.
But what if you realize you want a swimming pool in the house? So it's too late, right? After the house is built. So that's the problem we are facing.
Exactly, that's when flexibility we face in waterfall model.
So now Agile is like sailing on the high seas. It's about embracing the change and navigating through the uncertainty.
Agile consists of short iterative development cycles called sprints, usually 2 to 4 weeks long.
So we can adapt our changes in the development cycles, right?
Yes, absolutely. So Agile welcome changes and it values customer feedback throughout the process.
The Agile Manifesto was created in 2001. It is the set of rules and values and principles that are used in Agile framework. It has 4 core values and 12 principles. Let's break each of them in this presentation. First, Agile emphasizes on individuals and interactions over processes and tools. That means prioritizing teamwork and collaboration over sticking to rigidity or to tools and processes. Next, working software over comprehensive documentation. Agile teams focus on delivering functional software rather than bogged down into extensive documentations. Customer collaboration over contract negotiation. This value highlights the importance of working closely with the clients. This helps in taking the customer's feedback and improve the product rather than just focusing on the contract. Lastly, responding to change over following a plan. Agile team remains flexible. That means the team will always ready to change the plan and responding to the client's new requirements. Responding to change over following a plan. Agile teams remains flexible. That means their team is ready to change according to the customer's feedback from the previous delivery. In essence, the Agile Manifesto is about customer collaboration and embracing flexibility in the development team. The team is always ready for making changes in the product as per the requirements of the customers.
Let's break down some key principles of Agile. The first one is customer satisfaction through continuous delivery of valuable software.
And then there is the collaboration between cross-functional and organizable teams.
Exactly. And the third one is adapting to the change, and delivering working software frequently. Yes, so now we'll have a look at one of our agile framework, which is Scrum. So agile is not a one size fit all approach. So for this presentation we have decided to pick up the example of Scrum. This is one of the famous framework that is in use. And so let's have a look like how exactly Scrum works. So first of all, let's say we have some requirement from XYZ stakeholder. So first point of contact will be our product owner. So product owner is like a bridge between the team as well as your stakeholder. So there will be no direct meetings or contacts between team and stakeholder. So product owner is responsible for creating the requirement, for gathering all the functionality and all the requirements that team needs to achieve. After that we have a group of team. So team is nothing but a group of professionals that will be working on required functionality. And after that we have third role of a Scrum Master. So Scrum Master is nothing but he or she will make sure that team is adhering to this framework and is like following all the guidelines which are present in Scrum. So let's have an example first. So let's assume that we have a requirement to automate the process for XYZ company. So first of all, the user story. So the user story. So first of all, the user story will be lodged in your product backlog. So this is basically done by your product owner and the team. This is like a combined meeting. So we can officially name it like as a planning meeting in which they will decide how much effort it's needed and who is going to work on which functionality. For example, testing, development or bug fixes. And later the same user story will be moved to the sprint backlog. So once the user story is officially here in the sprint backlog, then the cycle will work. So which is like, it varies from organization to organization. So in some organizations they have a 4-week sprint, in some organization they have 2-week sprint. And within this cycle of 2-week sprint or 4-week sprint, you will have something called daily stand-up. So this is nothing but a very a small call, basically like 15 minutes hardly. This is basically to decide the obstacles and challenges if team is facing. And for once your cycle is over and once you are done with all your daily stand-ups, which are basically I think 10 in a 2-week sprint, you will move to the next phase, which is review and retro. So review and retro, these both are two separate meetings. Review is basically to showcase the work that has been achieved till now. So what the team has accomplished and what's the progress on the user story that you have logged here in backlog. And after that we have retro. So retro is something which I would say interesting meeting, because in this you will work on improvisation. So improvements that you need work wise, team wise, or if there is any missing requirement in the user story, so you can just go to retro and you can just lodge your inputs there. And once this is done, so once the rituals are done, so then you will move your user story to done in this last phase. So in this phase your user story will be marked as done. So it means the task that you have lodged in your product backlog, that is marked as done and the requirement has been accomplished. So that's how Scrum works. So what are the benefits of Agile? So first of all, it increases the flexibility, it promotes collaboration, and it also ensures quick delivery of high quality software.
It's like sailing the wind with the back, always ready to change the sails based on the current.
And don't forget the satisfied customer who see value in every iteration.
So yes, so that was all about the Agile methodology for software development in a nutshell. So if we conclude, it's basically about your collaboration, adaptability, delivering the values, and continuous customer satisfaction. Thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye.